Hello everyone, this is Maureen and welcome back to another day of praying through the darkness. Speaking of darkness, how many times have you felt down, depressed, anxious, that feeling of just something is about to happen and you just can't shake it, How many times have you reached out to God to help you get through those little times? Um, like I said, let's say today you woke up in a bad mood. Nothing's going right. Everybody's getting on your nerves. It just seems like there is no happiness to be found. What do you do? Do you sit there and just waller in it? Or do you call on God? For me, I normally say, Lord, I have got to get out of this funk. Please hear me. Show me what I need to do. Even if it's just to sit here and complain to you. Just tell me what it is I need to do to get out of this. And sometimes I'm sitting and sitting and sitting, wondering, okay, do I need to talk a little louder, Lord? Did you hear me the first time? That's where my, I've told you before, patience is not my thing. But really, how many times do we sit and wonder, is God listening to us? Is God listening to us, especially when we come to Him with worry, with frustration, depression, with anger? Why isn't He answering us? Well, David had the same problem. And we find that in Psalms 143 verse 1, he gets right to it. He says, O Lord, give ear to my pleas of mercy. In your faithfulness, answer me in your righteousness. So see, even David, as close as he was to God, he still found that there were times in which God wasn't listening. And I know that many, many times in our lives, we feel like that He's not listening because we haven't gotten an answer. And especially in this day and age where pretty much anything we want to know, we can find an answer for it. Because, all you got to do is Google it or see if there's a YouTube video out there about it, especially if you need to have something fixed. So we are conditioned in our society now to get an immediate response, to have immediate action, to have right now. But God doesn't work that way. God works on His own time schedule. And even though it may seem like when we go to Him with our problems, frustrations, and anger, and we ask Him to help us, or we are just pouring all of our whining. I'm sorry, but folks, that's what it is. A lot of times we're whining. When we pour that out to Him, we expect immediate solutions. We expect immediate response. But like I said, God doesn't work that way. God works on His own timetable. And I think many times, when we come to Him and we whine and we whine and we complain and we acting like little 2-year-olds maybe sometimes, that He's giving us the time to get it all out of our system. Because, even a little child, when they are throwing a temper tantrum, eventually runs out of steam, don't they? And they get to that point where they're just all done. They're wore out. And then they are ready to hear what it is that we can give them or what it is we can do for them. So Stop and think about that for just a moment. When we don't get an honest or an immediate, not honest, but an immediate response from God, I think it's because He's giving us the time to just wear ourselves out so that then we are ready to listen, that we're ready to hear what it is He has to say, what it is that His plan is moving forward for us. So, like I said, just like David, Lord, give ear to my pleas, to my pleas, P-L-E-A-S. Please listen to them. Please give me an answer. And God's going to sit there and He's going to allow us to get all of this negative energy out, because only then can He fill it, take what we have just emptied out and fill it in with His love and His peace and His calm. Because, stop and think about it. Can you reason with a 2-year-old whenever they're having a temper tantrum? Nope. And God knows that too. So when we are frustrated with life, when we are so tired of doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting something different, the result, as they say, when we take those problems to God and we really just get it all out of our system, dump it right there in front of Him and say, what am I going to do with this? When we're ready to listen is when God is ready to answer. When I grow weary in my circumstances, reliving the same cycles over and over, it can be difficult to keep asking you for healing and redemption, my Father. When I find it hard to hope, help me not to abandon my faith. I want to keep pressing into you even when I can't see the way out. You are always faithful. You don't change your character based on the length of my troubles or the attitudes that I have concerning them. You are so much better than that. Your love is constant in every circumstance. So where I struggle to see the light of your goodness in my life, help me to never stop crying out for help from you, for you are always nearer than I know. Lord, you are my saving grace and the help that I rely on. There is no one like you. Do you see my desperation? Do you always hear my pleas? I can't hold back my cries for your mercy to show up in my life again and again and again. I will always depend on your faithfulness, just as I need water to survive. Take the time. When you go to God and you are dumping all of your chaos, your struggles on Him, once you're through, sit back and listen. Wait for Him to answer you, because folks, He always will. And you know that. Just sometimes we need to be reminded, don't we? Thank you all so much as always for joining me today, and let me remind you that these words that I've read to you come from this little blue book put out by Broad Street Publishers. There's a link for you down in the description box if you wish to add it to your own library of devotionals. And like I like to keep reminding you at this time of the year, Christmas is just around the corner. I think it'd make a great stocking stuffer, don't you? Think about that. As I said, thank you so much for being here with me. If this was your first time here, I hope to see you next time. Just click on that subscribe button, look for the bell with the little hugs on the side, because it'll notify you when the next devotional pops up. Always remember, folks, life is what we make it. And when we include God and allow Him to take the reins, it's going to be a piece of cake. And remember, I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.